So guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Montell Gordon here. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Montell Gordon. I'm a 22-year-old dropout chasing entrepreneurship, documenting my journey on YouTube. So if you're into that sort of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're trying to grow. But anyway, in today's video, we're gonna keep this kind of short. Just gonna talk about my clothing line real quick, because I know a lot of you are asking, where the fuck is Claremont Clothing? What's happening with your clothing line? Is it dropping? When's it dropping? Give me that shit. I know a lot of you have just waiting for that and you've been waiting for so long. I'm so sorry, but I actually need to touch upon that because I know there's a lot of kids in my situation where they had no money, wanting to start a clothing line, and it's their passion and they love it with all their heart. Now, traditionally people say, you know, start a business from your passion. Definitely start with your passion, follow your passion. I agree with that to an extent. If your passion is easily funded, then do that. And if it's going to bring you money straight away, then do that type of thing. So when I wanted to actually start my clothing line, I was in a position where I had no prior business experience. I was still in university and university wasn't teaching me shit, like nothing. Don't go to university, study business if you think you're going to come out with a business. It's not like that. You go to university, study business, and then they end up teaching you how to get a job and write CVs. It's completely backwards because I thought, you know, doctors go to doctor school to become a doctor, but yeah, it never, that's for a different story. I'm sure I've got videos you can go watch on that. But anyway, I was in a position where I had no business experience, I had no sort of income coming in, I had no sales experience, no marketing experience, no nothing like that. I wasn't in a position to start a clothing line, and it was all based on me. It was just, I just want to start a clothing line, I just want to do this, I want to start a clothing line. Did no research, did no nothing, and that's not what you want to do. Even though it's your passion and you love it so much, like, it's not financially smart. It's good for your well-being in terms of it will be fulfilling if it does work. But what I suggest you do first is especially with clothing as well. Clothing line is one of those businesses that go traditionally. These are actually real figures as well. Traditionally, normal businesses, so conventional businesses like brick and mortar businesses, like physical businesses, normally go their first 2 to 3, maybe even 4 years in the red zone. So you don't actually make money off them in the first 2, 3, 4 years. Now, I was in a position where I needed I don't believe in 9-to-5 jobs. I don't believe in working for someone else. I do kind of believe in part-time jobs whilst you're building your side hustle, as millennials like to call it. But I just didn't see the value in that at the time. So what I wanted to do is start a business so I could kind of like immediately live off it. And it took me so long to find the business model that's actually going to enable me to do that, which is, you probably all know by now, which is social media marketing agency, because literally, like I said in my last video or video before that you only need to sign one client and you're on a monthly retainer of £1,000 to £5,000 a month. So yeah, it's like, if your plan is to start a clothing line and you think it's going to pop off in its first year and then you're going to be able to live off that money for that during the first year, then you're very deluded. And I was very deluded. I was blinded by my own passion for clothing, which is not good. You have to make smart moves. It's not about you, it's what the market wants. Whereas now that I've read more books and I am becoming more knowledgeable about business, getting sales experience through drop shipping, so I used to drop ship. Now I'm more in a position to drop a clothing line, but I'm still not quite there yet because I need a income stream that I can use to diversify into clothing, which is what I'm currently working on now. So what my plan actually is to build out my social media marketing agency to 10K in the first 12 to 18 months, which is 8 to 4 clients, each paying 1 to 2K a month for me doing their social media marketing, running Facebook ads, all that good stuff. which when you think about it isn't that much, because 1k to a business is literally minimum wage, and you're going to 8 different businesses and they're all paying you minimum wage. Shouldn't be a problem to them if they've already got 5 employees and they're spending stupid money on like Groupon promotions, which is just trash. So yeah, if you don't have any sales experience or any prior business experience, I actually recommend you start either drop shipping or affiliate marketing, because then you're going to learn sales, learn marketing, and if you're good at marketing, then you can kind of, you know, build up that income stream, then diversify into your passion. Start a business that's going to profit first, then use that profit to start your passion. Like I said, traditionally I do believe in you should follow your dreams or follow your passion, but if your passion isn't going to pay you straight away and you actually need the money, you're not in that position to do that, then definitely start a profitable business, then diversify into your passion. Whereas on the other hand, if you've actually got a 9-to-5 job and you've got income coming in and you want to diversify that into clothing, then by all means go ahead, but just remember it's still probably going to take 2 to 3 years for you to actually make a profit, because you've got a lot of stuff to buy. You've got to handle delivery, you've got to buy inventory, you've got to spend money on marketing. Marketing is super important, all that stuff, and it's expensive. Just alone, for example, with us, we wanted to design, I think it was 3 or 4 t-shirts, and we went to a company that charged based on minimum order quantity. And this minimum order quantity, so let's say we wanted 3 t-shirts, we would have to, and we actually wanted these t-shirts, one in black, one in white, so we had 2 color variants with one design. So one design had a black version and a white version. Now they said that their minimum order quantity is 50 per item, per design, per color. So that's literally 100 t-shirts with one design on it, but in 2 different colorways. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So times that by 3, that's 300 t-shirts we would have had to buy, and each t-shirt was ranging from like I think it was like £8 to £12 per t-shirt, because we was having some crazy design ideas if we could actually get our designs made. So again, like I said, it came out to like £3,600, and we didn't have that at the time. Well, we could have took out a loan and got it, but it just wasn't a smart move, because none of us had any real selling experience. When I say none of us, I'm talking about my business partners. If you're watching this, hey to you guys. We had no selling experience. We've never sold a single item in our lives. Never set up a website or anything. Like, we had no experience, so it wasn't a smart move for us to make. It was a move solely based on passion, and we was blinded by that, and that's not a good position to be in. What I'm focusing on right now, again, like I said, a quick overview, and I'll just throw this in as well. I'm starting a social media marketing agency, getting that to 10k. Then I'm going to diversify into drop shipping or Amazon FBA to get actual business to consumer selling, that sort of skill set, even though I would probably get that from my social media marketing agency anyway. So I'm gonna make sure I know how to bring people into stores type of skill set. Then I'm going to learn the online selling type of skill set, even though I've kind of developed e-commerce skills already due to drop shipping. But there's no real rush at the minute, because I say this because what I'm doing right now is always going to help the clothing line. For example, I'm running a social media marketing agency. I'm learning marketing. I'm then going to diversify into drop shipping again, or some sort of e-commerce business model. That again is going to teach me direct online sales, business to consumer style. That again would help me with my own clothing line. Like, those skill sets are transferable to my clothing line. Another thing I'm doing is shooting YouTube videos and building my personal brand. As I build my personal brand, my following goes up, and I build an audience basically. And that again is going to help me with my clothing line, because if I put out a clothing line, start selling it on, like start promoting it on YouTube, my own YouTube, and I've got a big enough YouTube channel, then I'm going to get sales through that. So everything I'm doing right now is only going to aid me in the long run with the clothing line. And I think my clothing line is my long-term business. What I actually want to do is my passion-based business, so I can see myself doing that for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, to be honest. And personal branding is very, very important. I'll be speaking about it in my next video, but I'm going to quickly leave you with this. They say if you can gain yourself 1,000 true diehard fans that are willing to buy anything you ever produce or offer, then you will never have to work again in your life. Because think about it, you gain 1,000 true fans you can sell anything to. So you can sell them a $99 course or something like that. That's already $99,000, pounds, whatever your currency is, right there for you from your own personal brand. And in the next video I'm going to be talking about personal brands, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's literally what's happening with my clothing line. It just depends how quick things move with social media marketing, but the clothing line will definitely 110% be coming, whether that be this year, next year, the year after, it doesn't matter, because it's definitely coming. And when it does come, it will be an instant success, because I will have the skills and be able to transfer them skills into the clothing line, and it will skyrocket. It will skyrocket, and I'm confident about that. So anyway guys, that's what's happening with my clothing line. But that's all for today's video. I hope you gained a little bit of value from that. If you're in the position where you need a business model that's going to bring you quick cash, then don't start a clothing line. In fact, I don't think there are get rich quick schemes. There are get rich quicker schemes, but there's no get rich quick scheme. Definitely not a traditional business anyway. They take at least 2 to 3 years for them to actually start seeing profit. Whereas social media marketing agency, you can actually go from 0 to 100k in a year, and it's actually quite common. So common in fact that Sam Ovens actually calls it the hygiene standard. But that's all for today's video guys. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, and make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's video where I'll be talking about personal brand. Peace.